Baby, when you call my name, I haven't been that way for a while. I know it seems that things haven't changed. I still love to see your smile.
Virgo, welcome to my channel. This is IKTG Tarot. For those who have never been to my channel, I do a general energy spread. I start off with a Spirit Oracle Animal card, and the deck that I use is the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Guidebook by Kim Krantz. We'll get some of this sage going. And then I move on to a 5-card tarot spread. And the positions of that 5-card tarot spread are as follows. The first position is the past, the second is the present, the third is like a mutual energy between you and the other person or the situation, as it were. The fourth is the future, and the fifth is the most likely outcome, Virgo. And then I clarify those positions as needed as the story comes out, and we rock from there. Speaking of rocking, the music that you hear in the background, that's inspired by the meditation and the collective energy. And I kind of just come up with a song, a hook, or whatever, and kind of go from there and channel some of that energy. The name of this song is Your Smile. And it's a song, it's basically saying, I've changed, okay? And perhaps you may not have recognized my change, or maybe it's not a perceptible enough change for you, but I'm still digging you. Okay, I'm still into you, and that's the energy that I was feeling for this current time period. Okay, very direct, very much like Aries, where the sun is in Aries right now. So it's a very direct, matter of fact type of energy. And in it, I'm saying, it's not like we've ever been in love. It's not like there's things that we've lost, but I know all this time I've sat upon the wheel, and but everything comes around, and you know the deal. You know what I'm saying? Baby, when you call my name. So that's that energy. Let it wait for a while. So we're gonna start off with this Spirit Oracle Animal card. Spirit, tell me the energy. Show me the card that best represents the star sign Virgo for this current time period. Show me the card that best represents the star sign Virgo for this time period. Show me the card that best represents the star sign Virgo for this time period. I usually wait for jumpers. Show me the card that best represents the star sign Virgo. Show me the card that best represents the star sign Virgo for this current time period. Show me the card that best represents the star sign Virgo for this current time period. Show me the card that best represents the star sign Virgo for this current time period. Stubborn energy. Show me the card that best represents. There we go. A little bit stubborn, and as I say that, you prove me wrong. Hummingbird. I like this energy. Very high vibrational. This is the alchemical sign for air. Incredibly high vibrational. That's what this light right here is just beaming. Okay? And the greatest part about this, hummingbirds are formidable. You wouldn't think so, because they're quite small in appearance. So perhaps this is what I'm thinking. One, you're very social. Feel that energy. It's super high vibrational, very magnetic at this point in time, Virgo. But also what I see is you are a formidable opponent. And I'm saying that because all of your chakras are lit up, and not only that, it's just this super bright, blinding type of energy. But because you are so high vibration right now and so high energy, you are formidable because it is very hard to get to you right now. It's very hard to get to the center, and that's usually Virgos anyway. But it's very hard to get to you right now. You're kind of sending out this untouchable vibe. You know what I mean? And it's super high vibrational, and all your chakras are lit up. It's really nice. Maybe you're connecting more spiritually to yourself or to source energy. But it's super high vibrational, formidable opponent, 100%. We'll read in the book what it says, though, Virgo. I mean, why not? That's what I'm getting off of it, though. I like it, that energy. It'd be cool to stay in hummingbird energy for forever. You know, like, I think it's like highly creative as well. We'll see. Let's look in here. Let's not jump to conclusions. As soon as I can find it. Where are you guys at? I know it's air. There it is. Positive, enthusiastic, spiritually resourceful. Inside the tiny hummingbird resides an endless well of energy and positivity. The hummingbird's secret is that it has learned where to gather the nectar, and it returns to these sources daily for nourishment and rejuvenation. This sacred elixir springs from many sources, but usually involves nature, creativity, and exploring spirituality. Follow the way of the hummingbird and you cannot go wrong. Every droplet of life becomes sweet, every moment worth savoring. So yeah, really, really cool energy of Virgo. So let's look at this, see what the story is in Tarot. We got Wheel of Fortune, we have the Four of Wands. That's great energy as well. Luck, growth and expansion with that Wheel of Fortune card. Beautiful. I like it because I'm Virgo rising, so I like that energy as well. Remember to subscribe. My goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of May, and I'm confident that I can do that, especially with your help, Virgo. So that'd be great. One more shuffle, and then we'll see what the story is with Tarot. Spirit, show me the cards that best represent the star sign Virgo for this time period. Show me the cards that best represent the star sign Virgo for this current time period. Show me the cards that best represent the star sign Virgo for this current time period. Show me the cards that best represent the star sign. I'm going to stop there. Past, present, mutual energy, future, most likely outcome, and wow, that's awesome. So if you're here from the TikTok teaser, the card that you got was Three of Cups, and that is at the bottom of the deck, which is great. And the 3 energy is present for your most likely outcome. So again, high vibrational, very, very magnetic, very, very people coming to you, attracted to you because of the energy that you're in this hummingbird. But let me look at this story really quickly. Yeah. So what I see is that you've learned something very valuable. I think it has to do with self-love, and because of that, that's why you have this high vibrational. I think it has to do with love of self, and I think you learned this lesson, especially with this progression of cards that I see here, energy, I should say, the energy that I see here, the progression. So in the past, recent past or distant past, it doesn't matter, it's in the past, it was this King of Swords in reverse. This is someone who's very short. They're intelligent and quite insightful, but in the reverse, they can be seen as kind of like a dickhead, or just like, you know, a smartass. Okay, that's a better way of putting it. Someone who is a smartass, arrogant, someone who is pompous, thinking that they know what is right and they know how to, you know, that was the past energy. You're in this very, you know, pompous type of energy, or arrogant, either one type of energy, a know-it-all, smartass. That was your energy, male or female, doesn't matter. It's masculine energy, but could be you ladies too that was in that, because it's just fluid, energy is. But currently you're in this King of Wands. So you've energy, which is, this is a good energy to be in as far as like going after things that your desires and passions. This king is a super confident person. This is someone who knows exactly what they want and goes after it with like so much energy, like so much, like passion and drive. You know what I'm saying? This is a person who has these goals and like nothing stops them from getting this goal. It's Aries usually energy, and we are in Aries season, so you're kind of embracing that, which is really good. But he can get egotistical too. He can be very full of himself, but this is a good energy to be in, to embody, especially at this time period, because it kind of mirrors the current position of the sun. And so because you switch that type of energy from King of Swords reverse to King of Wands, we have this 10 of Wands in reverse. So you're letting go of some burden, something that burdened you, whether this was a communication with someone, relationships. Of course, this is Wands energy, so it's desires, passions. You're letting go of, it's the end of this cycle of being that way. It's a growth, a mastery of self, understanding like how you are being portrayed is very much a reflection of your inner self. And so you're releasing these burdens of or this cycle of putting too much pressure on you, or perhaps like and that likely could be the case, putting too much pressure on you, and having more understanding of who you are, you know what I'm saying? Coming to a like I said, a level of self-mastery and this growth. And so consequently, the future energy is the Ace of Cups. So when you do that, when you go within and find and find some new confidence or whatever, all of a sudden what is inside reflects on the outside and also attracts more. So I think you have this like new level of self-appreciation, self-love, or you could be in love again. You could find either a new love of self or someone else is in your energy because of this newfound self-mastery. And so you're attracting love. Ace of Cups, this is definitely the divine giving you the go-ahead, divine blessing this emotional thing, this new love of self or another person. So it's beautiful energy. It's great energy. So the most likely outcome from all of that transition happening, that new level of self, is the Empress energy. This is that 3 that I was speaking of. 3 energy, the Empress energy. See, the cool thing about the Empress, it means like abundance. It also means like a new birthing of something. So, and I think it's a new birthing of yourself, of who, of who you are. And it also is a 3, so that's mastery. That's what 3s represent. It's a mastery, okay, of self. It's body, mind, spirit. And literally everything breaks down to a 3. Everything in life. I mean, even astrologically, we have, it's 3. So we have like mutable, fixed, and cardinal signs. Although there was 12, that breaks down to that. But yeah, and also the degrees and everything. I mean, everything breaks down to a 3. And so that's why it is the number of mastery. And so that's this 3 energy, Empress energy. And again, it's very, very akin to this hummingbird. What I was saying, you're glowing and you're attracting everything, you know what I mean? But so bright, it's quite intimidating to everyone around you too, this hummingbird type of energy and Empress type of energy. People can't help but want to be around it, period. They can't help but want to be around it. They're so incredibly drawn in by the energy that you're projecting. That's the greatest part about being an Empress energy. And at the bottom of the deck, we have that 3 of Cups too, which was also in the TikTok teaser. So what I'm going to, because it's such good energy, and we don't want to really dwell on that past position of King of Swords in reverse, I just want to clarify this 10 of Wands that is mutually being shared by you and this other person, or that yes, you're letting go of it, but I want to see what it is that how this shift is going to happen. So Spirit, clarify the Ten of Wands in reverse for the star sign Virgo. Clarify the Ten of Wands in reverse for the star sign Virgo. Clarify the Ten of Wands in reverse for the star sign Virgo. I'm going to stop there. We'll put 3 on it, Virgo. Yeah. So this is what you're letting go of. You realize that you are the master of your own destiny. This is the Magician card. This is actually your energy as well as the star sign Gemini. And you're no longer holding up these walls having this 9 of Wands. Like, so you had the 9, went to the 10 and let it go. So that's clarifying the 10 of Wands. Because you were in this regret, remorse, perhaps from being in that King of Swords in the past. Like you realize, okay, like that is probably not good because I'm attracting more of that if I stay in that type of energy. And so you're realizing that, but you're also realizing the power, that the manifestation power that you have. Like you're realizing like, oh, okay, because I was in this kind of defensive, just, you know, me being tired because of all the energy that I'm putting out or whatever, I realized that I was, you know, really, really not being good to others or whatever. And I kind of am regretful and remorseful of how I was coming across to other people, you know, and realizing that you really have this magical power of like, of balancing, you know, everything. Like you know, the Magician has all the resources it needs. And once you realize that you can, you know, alchemize and, you know, shift your perspective because you know, like, and that's kind of what this is going on here. It's kind of working with all those elements and bringing in this light, bringing in the light, and it's infinite. And you realize that, and you see that infinity sign on his hoodie there, or for those in Europe, his jumper. But realizing that it's infinite, you know, like using that energy, it's infinite. The light forever goes on, you know, and you're realizing the power that you have within you. And that's great. And consequently, what comes next is in that future position of that Ace of Cups, that's like buoyant, light, you know what I mean? And like, once you do that, once you find like that love of self and self-respect or whatever, it automatically projects outward because the involution is the evolution. That's how you evolve. That's how you grow, is once you start here from within and then out it goes. And then all of a sudden, you know, you are getting all the things that are yours anyway, but you're getting those, you're attracting those things toward you into your reality because your love of self is just, you know, coming up, you know, you're balancing and you're working with all the elements and all the things that, you know, you have at your disposal, these resources, and it just permeates and just sends out this beautiful wave of energy. And then it comes back to you, and it's usually like threefold. I'll just stay with the 3 theme. Threefold, even more, it could be tenfold. But it's just, and it becomes like this, like the elixir that it talks about. This elixir, you know what I mean? Like once you drink from it, you're like, oh yeah, that's what I want. And difficult to maintain it because you have to keep, you know, getting that elixir and but you know where to get it because it says here for the hummingbird energy, you know where to get it, and you keep going back to those reserves and building up that high vibrational energy. Great reading, Virgo. I didn't really need to clarify too much because I like the progression of energy. And 3 of Cups, that's, you know, you're finding your soul tribe. They're around you if you are not aware of it, but I think you are because you're in this hummingbird energy. But they will be coming towards you soon. if they aren't in your vicinity already. Star sign Virgo. So if this reading resonates, there's information in the description box below if you want to reach out for a personal reading. But so far, so good. Keep riding this really, really, really cool wave, Virgo. And until we meet again, love, light, namaste.